What is up, ninjas? The Guitar Ninja here, and in this video we're going to have a look at our second Riff of the Week of 2021. So we've released a backing track this month in the key of C minor, or C Harmonic Minor actually. We've done a beginner Riff of the Week last week, which went out about playing through the minor pentatonic in C over the top of this, and today we're going to have a look at the intermediate section. So this is having a look at some arpeggio shapes, roaming over 5 strings. As always, if you're looking at this on the Guitar Ninja Academy, then you've got the tab below this video, options to ask questions, and all of that where I can get back to you and help you out. If you are watching this on YouTube, then you can check out the Academy with a link in the description, and then obviously do the subscribe and thumbs up so that you can see more of these awesome Riff of the Week videos and just help the channel grow. If you're interested in the Academy and you're not yet on it, there is a 7-day free trial at the moment. Again, the link is in the description. You can go there. There's already over 16 hours of lesson footage arranged into courses, and you can create your own little cool rockstar avatar that will become better at guitar as you get better. Okay, so into today's Riff of the Week, we're going to be going through our arpeggios. So we're going to start with the C minor arpeggio, then the next chord is this weird B minor 6 kind of thing, but what we're going to do is just play the same arpeggio but just drop the first root note. So we're going to drop that to a B. Yeah, a bit weird, it's a weird sort of clashy sound we're going for, but it fits really well into this harmonic minor key that we're in. We're basically putting in that major 7 over the minor scale. And then from there, we're just going to follow the other chords that we've been working on with these arpeggios with a little bit of fiddle to make it a bit more musical for us. So here's a demo of the track. Okay, so the first thing to note is that we're going to be using arpeggios. We're going to start by doing some quarter notes, and then we're going to run through the full arpeggio. Notice how I'm going to start most of the arpeggios, if not all of them, with my little finger to put my hand in a really good place to fit the rest of the notes. If I start with my index, I'm going to be trying to run up and down the neck to try and get to all those notes. But if I start with the pinky up here on the 5th string, so for this first note on the 15th, then we can follow 1 finger per fret, apart from an extra little stretch on the high E string. So our first bar is quite simple here. We're going little, middle, first, middle. Then the second half, boo ba doo ba dee doo doo doo. So we can run down that 1 finger per fret, obviously jumping for this pull off on the high E string. So again, even slower. And that's the pattern we're going to use for the first 3 arpeggios. So our next arpeggio is exactly the same as the first one, apart from that first note. We're going to swap from our little finger on 15th to our ring finger on 14th and play the exact same thing, exact same rhythm and everything. So we kind of got the flattened root there, but when we repeat it later in the arpeggio, we stick to that C root as well. So the whole of those first 2 arpeggios together looks like this. Then we're going to jump back to our A flat or G sharp major arpeggio, and again we're going to use that same pattern, the 1, 2, 3, 4, where we're going with quarter notes, as shown in the tab, and then we do that full run through the arpeggio. Now the great thing about the major arpeggio is we only cover 4 frets, so we can stay to 1 finger per fret this whole time. Now for the next bit, our backing chords change slightly, so what we're going to do here is we're just going to use the first 4 notes for the next couple of chords because that's all we've got time for. So then we're jumping down to an F minor arpeggio, but we're only doing the first 4 notes as we were doing with the others. So again, a 1 finger per fret, but because we're further down the neck, this may feel like a bit more of a stretch, but it is the same attitude as we were doing earlier. Then we're going to come up a tone and play a minor arpeggio. So we're up on 10th fret here on G, and we're going to do our major. Now I will sometimes slide into that. It doesn't show it in the tab, but when I'm demoing this, you might see me do this. Notice how I did a slide with that little finger. Now the backing track sits on this G for a long time, so we're going to carry on working on this G, but we're going to do something a little bit different here. We're going to play those 4 notes twice before we move on. Then starting from that 9 on the 4th string, we're going to do another 4, but using the next notes of the arpeggio. So we get this. Notice how that 9 is being hit twice. That can sometimes throw people off. From here we've got a string skip, and what I like to do is flatten the index finger down so that I can get from the 7 on the 3rd string to the 7 on the 1st string without having to move fingers up and down over the strings. So I kind of roll this finger onto the 1st string, so I'm actually playing with this bit of my finger here. That run up to that 7, we get this. Then we're going to go up to the 8, and that's going to follow the main run of that before we do our last little fiddles. So once again, because this last one's a bit different. And now the last bit, we've got these kind of like triplets, a pull off and then a note above. So we're going to go index finger on 7, little finger on 10, and we're going to do a pull off. And then play the 8th fret on the 2nd string. And that in itself can be a fun thing to exercise anyway. Gets you used to changing strings with the plectrum, and gets you used to doing pull-offs with the little finger. So we've got 2 of those. And that is the end of this section, but because we're doing this section alone, it's nice to then play the 8th fret, as that is our C root note, just to round the song off. So I've included that in this. Notice there was 3 different finger options there. I either went flat, I moved down, or I moved this finger up. It doesn't matter too much, this isn't really in the exercise, but it sounds good to round it off, so however you want to play that note. So there's a breakdown of the exercise. Let's have another look at the full thing from start to finish along with the tab. See if you can follow along. So I hope this video has been helpful. As always, you can check out the Guitar Ninja Academy for more helpful videos, deeper understanding in what we're doing. There's links in the description below. If you think these videos are really cool and you want to support me in more ways, then you can always check out the Guitar Ninja merchandise. There is a link in the description below to all the Guitar Ninja related stuff you can get over here in the UK and in the US, I believe. There may even be more countries. I don't know until you check out the site. Obviously, if you are watching this on YouTube and you're not on the Academy yet, then please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment if you've got any questions or things you would like me to cover in future Riff of the Week episodes, and I'll see you next week for the advanced cover that's going over this same backing track. Oh, and remember, the backing track video is here. There'll be links at the end of the video and in the description and things if you're on YouTube, so you can check out that backing track and have a go at playing this over that yourself. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!